Joe in real life. I'm here again in beautiful Bonaventure Cemetery. I've got my weighted vest on. I just finished some very, very light squats and some mobility work. Today's another turd. I couldn't turn over. I feel mildly poisoned. I didn't sleep very well last night, and I had bad dreams about my mom and just kind of felt weirdly feverish. I know I'm not getting sick. I know it's just, I had a tiny little hill to climb up and now I'm winded. I know I'm not getting sick. I did a couple 12, 13 hour days, and the frustration, the stress, the grief, the sadness revolver, as I coined yesterday, it's just kind of working overtime, making me feel not myself. I tossed and turned. I was up endlessly last night. Ooh, that ankle just came to the business. Hey, nothing for it, right? Like, here I am anyway, putting in some work. As I've been talking with James, who's also nursing a little ankle injury. What's the medicine, Do you just rest completely? It doesn't feel sensible to me, And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is sensible. But I have to believe blood flow is how you heal. What's going to heal it if not blood flow? Right? Like, there's tissue damage. The tissue needs nutrients. The nutrients travels via blood. It's blood flow. Like, if there's another idea, help me out. That's got to be it. So yeah, I'm out here. I'll do about 3 miles. Takes under an hour. Right around an hour. Under an hour. I've got 40 pounds on me. And that'll represent the bulk of my work, which is not nothing. But also, it's not really something either. I have big plans for the new year. I'm going to get back on a proper lifting regimen. And that's kind of my deal. That's kind of the deal I've made with myself. That if I do this rehab work for the month of December, I'm allowed to lift again come January. Truth be told, I've lifted through worse injuries than this. But truth also be told, just the last 2 weeks I've done of restorative work have moved the needle enormously. And so that needs to be a part of my regular routine. Like the evidence is overwhelming, And to deny it at this point is what? Vanity? Foolishness? Pick your favorite negative word to describe yourself and insert here. What else? I have a lot on my mind. Mostly I feel I'm, here I am in Bonaventure Cemetery again, case in point. I'm treading the same ground over and over again. I keep waiting to transition to the next part of this story, but I have to keep redoing this part. And a lot of that's out of my control. And I do get that. But some of it has to be in my control, and I can't figure out where I'm letting the gear slip. There's something I'm doing habitually and routinely wrong. And I keep finding myself here. Yesterday I ranted on and on about the sad state of my sad state. And I must say, it really helped me throughout the day. I had a rough day yesterday, but it was made all that much less rough by just being able to get it off my chest. It's less a venting and more a taking it out of myself, putting it on the table and looking at it, and then putting it back in before the universe forces it back in. That's a common mistake. You know, you got to put it back. Once you get it out of you, you think you can leave it out of you. You have to put it back where it's going to get forced back in. I learned that the hard way. You know? And I kind of like what I'm talking kind of almost metaphysically now, you know? And that might seem vague and difficult to follow precisely, but I promise it's true. You know? When you're doing an emotional autopsy, you have to put the corpse back together before you send it off to its, you know, preparations, funeral preparations. And you can't just leave it dissected, or the great bully in the sky will do your work for you. And you're not gonna like how he does it. You're not gonna like it at all. What else? I think that's it. This is Joe in real life. I love you guys. Be good to each other today. I'm gonna try hard to do the same. I got a short day at work, and then Jai Jai the Beast will be here. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Tomorrow, knees over toes for real. No more silly shit. All right. Until then.